Today, the moon leads the charge for the energy in the sky. Okay, and we have Mercury and Chiron throwing in some confusing energy. And as a result, what we say, or trying to convey to friends, family, co-workers, the community, may not be understood. They may have a different takeaway than what was intended, or perhaps we have a different takeaway of something that's said to us. It's definitely not a day to have that job interview, speak publicly, maybe even speak within that important meeting. So how should we move forward today? We'll sit back and relax. Let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here, and thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your focus for November the 1st, 2023. Rabbit, rabbit. So rabbit, saying rabbit on the 1st of every month is supposed to bring in good luck. Why not? So, why not? Okay, numerology. Okay, today we have the energy of the one. The independent, the I am, the starter, the trailblazer, the pioneer. We stand in our independence. We stand strong in our confidence. One is also the magician in the tarot deck. So when we look at the magician, you know, it really stands for what is above is below. And it's up to us to ask. And then it's up to us to do the actions to manifest. And they will help. They will assist. They will guide. So it's making that wish. And then the expectation of it. Not the hope, not the wish, not the desire. The expectation of it happening in your life. Of it becoming your reality. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, it would be an 11 plus a 1 plus a 7. And that equals the 19. The 19 is about, you know, we've reached a certain plateau in our development, in our learning, in growing our wisdom, our intuition. And so now it's time to take an elevated step forward. Now it's time to step in to a new path. Now we have matured, so to speak. Now we have reached the end of one season and the beginning of a new one. 1 plus 9 is a 10 energy that always brings in beautiful good luck for us. It's about the seasons changing. It's about releasing energy from the past, energy that holds you back, energy that burdens you. Maybe it's old obligations and responsibilities that we didn't live up to. 1 plus 0 is the 1 again. Now, I will have a video out very shortly, on November. I have a hair here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. I don't edit. You know, you get what you get, okay? I don't try and fluff it up. This is when I hit record, I just know that I'm going to be giving you the right message. So even if I think it's stupid, it's there for a reason. So anyways, I guess this is just to prove that I'm human. I'm not, what is it, AI? Okay, where were we? Oh, I want to talk to you about the 11, November being the 11th month. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a different video. So look for a glance at November 2023 to really get, you know, the underlying current of the entire month, what we're walking towards so that we can prepare ourselves. You know, if we know that we're going to have a couple of really joyous days, why not plan the party for those days? And if we know it ahead of time, we can plan ahead of time. You know those days when it's going to be great to speak your mind or put something into action or go out to socialize with purpose. So, stay tuned for that. Okay, now let's see what the astrology of the day has to say for the astrology, the sun is in Scorpio, the moon is in Gemini, and as evening approaches, Okay, it'll enter Cancer. So know that the day may be very busy for us. But as the day moves, so does the moon, and we'll want to experience the comfort, the love, the security of our home, of our family, of our loved ones. And while the moon is in Gemini, we'll want to talk, we'll want to communicate. And we will have Mercury and Chiron in a conversation. And this is going to make it so much harder for us to read the intention behind the words of others. So expect confusion in our words. I feel like something's flying at me. I see a shadow and then there's nothing there. Expect confusion, okay? In your words, in other people's words, misunderstandings, however minor, okay, may lead to the wrong takeaway from what we're told or what we're trying to convey to others or what people are trying to convey to us. So for yourself, take a moment, step back and choose your words. Okay, we want to be clear, we want to be decisive. And as much as Gemini moon wants us to get out there and talk with others, and we'll be much more successful today if we just put our heads down, focus on some type of solo work, okay, for ourselves, and take advantage of some space in your life. Now, on top of everything else, okay, I've mentioned it a few times before, but very rarely will I talk about the moon void, of course. But the moon will be in the void phase from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it is not a day to go shopping for those big ticket items. It's not a day to sign those contracts. It's not a day to do an interview. Okay, so if there's rescheduling to be done, try and reschedule, please. Okay, because it just brings in a negative, lower energy to any event that you do. I'm not going to say that you're not going to be successful, but you are not going to be as successful as if you could wait a little bit, okay? Okay, let's turn to the cards. So, my voice is getting better. I'm feeling, as I feel the need to cough, my voice is getting better. I got a good night's sleep. Went for a nice invigorating walk and watched the sunrise this morning and got back into the groove of things. Okay, here we go. First card, Two of Wands. So today's one of those days where we'll really sit there and go, I want this to come into my life. I want this to be my reality. I want to prosper in this way. I want to bring in abundance in this way. I want to feel healthier, more alive. I want to cherish my loved ones and grow my inner circle and build those relationships deeper and stronger. I want to manifest. I want to make tangible. Those are the kinds of things that we'll be thinking today. Okay, now we are in a very strong lunar eclipse energy, so we have to think of, how far do we get before the roadblocks come up, before the fear comes up, the anxiety comes up. So ask yourself, what is that fear? What is that anxiety? What is preventing you from actually bringing it in and manifesting it in the here and now? Our first card is the Seven of Wands. Be careful with this. This is about speaking your truth. This is about saying how you are going forward. This is about announcing to people your plans, your expectations. And so we may not be as effective, but we'll want to say it. So we have to be very cautious with this. What we are saying to people, how we are saying it. We may be describing something and it sounds beautiful in our heads when we're saying it, but they're taking it as something completely different, and their eyes are getting bigger, they're turning whiter, their jaw's hanging on the floor, so we have to really be careful with the statements we're making, because we'll want to make these bold statements today. Maybe to ourselves, which is fine then, but maybe to others. And so we have to really pull it back and think about what we truly want to convey, what we want their takeaway from our conversation to be. Wheel of Fortune, 10 energy. The Wheel of Fortune. We stay in a cycle. We go with the flow. When we try to fight the current, well, we get nowhere. So this is about allowing the flow to continue, allowing the energy to flow through you, okay, rather than stopping and hitting you and making you, paralyzed in fear, anxiety, okay? We get into that fight or flight energy when that happens. That energy has to flow through you, okay? Look at it this way, okay? You're driving down the road and you hit a brick wall. Okay, because that's essentially what we do when that negative energy hits us and we just capture it, embrace it, and close it within and just stop it from moving. That's what it does to our energy. And so we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So it's about feeling the emotion, feeling the fear. You know that you are safe in that present moment while you are looking at what you are fearful about. You know that fear cannot come alive while you're trying to work through it, while you're trying to understand it. Because once you can actually see that fear, see that anxiety, and look at it in the eye, it loses all of its power. It's like when the devil looks into your eye and says, "You'll never survive the storm." And you look back and you say, "I am the storm." So this is about allowing things to fall away, to close, to put completion on, to heal from. This is a very significant time in our life when we can do just that, to really walk into those new beginnings with a sense of freedom, with a sense of liberation, with a smile, with an upbeat attitude, with a straight line, with a confidence, with a strength, with a courage. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So once again, do not trust who you are talking to today. That sounds horrible. That's kind of very negative, and I apologize for that. How about we are very selective with who we tell our greatest secrets to today? The things closest to our heart. We want to protect those things today. So be careful of people trying to stab you in the back. Be careful of people that mean you ill. And I mean, they could be smiling to your face and thinking, "Oh my gosh, they're going to get the promotion over me. I can't believe they do that." And they can't get it. Like you ever have a conversation with somebody and they're telling you something and you're trying to explain something to them and they're just not getting it and you're like, "Seriously?" And then they walk away and tell 10 people how you just didn't get it. Who couldn't understand it, and they explain it to them, and they all get it, and they kind of take away some of your credibility with a side joke at the water cooler. So be careful of this kind of energy. Also, this is an energy that says we really need to be very decisive and clear about what we want to take forward with us and what we need to leave behind. And so we have to get kind of serious, I believe, right now, on letting things go, of working it out, of healing. Okay, let's go to an oracle card. $50, a 5 energy, the potential gateway. I can't wait. I can't even think of what this card said before. But once again, I'm thinking it's about expanding those horizons of what we can actually invite into our life. That maybe we're getting too narrow focused on just one or two aspects and not allowing for the adventure to be a part of getting from A to B. to allow those friendships to form, to allow your stature to grow, to allow your health to get, you to get well, mentally, physically. And there's so much more that is out there than you could even fathom. Okay, here we are. Okay. A new course or route is coming into your awareness. It is time to utilize your knowledge and complete the task at hand. As you finish one aspect of your life, begin thinking about what you would like to do next. This is part of your life's journey. You are constantly shifting and developing. You may feel contentment, fulfillment, pride, because you have accomplished something already. There is productivity. There is reward as a bonus for all of your efforts. The good fortune you realize is evident that you are putting sufficient energy into your life's journey to get all out of it that you desire. So I liked how it said, as you finish one aspect of your life, begin thinking about what you'd like to do next. Very much a part of the Wheel of Fortune card. As we finish one season, what do we want our next season to look like? What do we want it filled with? Once again, what are we summoning in for ourselves? And of course, the 50 energy is creating the happiness, the joy, allowing your creativity to flow. The giggles, the laughter, the moment. And our animal today is the owl, magic. So we had that one energy today, which is the magician. So let's talk about the magic a little bit, shall we? So, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let go of the past and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So I think we had this earlier too. Seems to be a Scorpio card, doesn't it? And I didn't even talk about the mystic within. But choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. Just think about it for a second. And if it seems too good to be true, chances are it is right now. If they kind of set you off in some way and you're not sure what it is about them, don't worry what it is about them. Just keep your distance. You know your energies collide rather than unify. You can see through deception, so back it up and think it through. It's not coming in clear anymore. Let the past go. Let the past go. I think that is a very strong calling for us today, to work on things, to move them in the past. Our obligations, our responsibilities. And that could have a lot to do with us entering the 11 energy. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.